Today I want to talk about the $1,000,000 question, which is better, a private lesson or a tumbling class? And the answer is neither. It's about what's best for your kids. There are pros and cons to both, and that's what I want to discuss. So when you are thinking about a private lesson, the pros are that you are getting that one-on-one attention. You have all of that coach's attention for that 30 minutes or that hour that you schedule that private lesson. You're going to get immediate feedback. You're likely going to gain your skills a lot faster than if you were to do it in a class. But some of the cons with that is cost, scheduling, and on demand. Lessons range anywhere from $30 and above. I've seen them at $30, $35, $40, all the way up to $80. And if you're dealing with a coach who is really good, really talented, knows how to teach and perfect technique, you're looking at paying upwards to $75 to $80 an hour. Some ways that people combat that is by doing a lesson with their friends so that they can split the cost, or they end up doing a bi-weekly. But if you are at a big gym where there is a significant amount of coaches, you also have to fight for their time. So if they have built a reputation on being a great tumbling coach, they probably have a really busy schedule, and it's going to be hard to get on their schedule. Now, if you are thinking about a tumbling class, this is a little bit different. Again, there are pros and cons for that as well. The pros are that you're going to get a lot of drills. You get to work with other kids, so you get that kind of camaraderie, and some kids like that. They thrive on environments like that. And so when they see their friend do something and they try to replicate it, sometimes that's the best way to learn. But some of the cons to that is a coach is spread 8 different ways if it's booked to its max. Usually the ratio is about 8-to-1, and they cannot coach 8 kids at one time, so likely they're setting up stations, having you do drills, which is also good because repetition of drills gets skills. But not all athletes love that. They like that attention. Also, if you are in a class, you're likely in a gym environment where there's a lot of things going on at the same time. There might be another tumbling class, there might be a cheer team, there might be a gymnastics team. And if you're an athlete that gets easily distracted, that class might not be for you. But if you are self-motivated and your athlete can go and the coach tells them, hey, go do 50 drills, and they go do 50 drills, then a class might be good for them. Also, a class is going to be a lot cheaper. As a gym, this is what makes the revenue for gym owners is classes. So if you have 8 students in one class paying the same amount for a set number of sessions, that is revenue. So the more classes they have, the better, but you get to win as a parent because you are paying less of a cost. So that is obviously a benefit of doing the classes. But again, the things that you need to think about as a parent when you're making that decision is, one, what is your budget? If you do not want to spend $75 to $80 a week or even bi-weekly, then maybe a private lesson isn't for you. Also, another thing that you need to think about is how your athlete learns. If your athlete is self-motivated, a class is for them. If your athlete needs that attention just to be focused and they like that positive reinforcement and they like that consistent feedback, then a private lesson is for them. And again, you don't have to do either. You could try both. Maybe you are struggling on one skill and your athlete just wants to do a couple of private lessons until they get their back handsprings. Try that out. And then once they get their back handsprings, if you want to transition into a class, go for it. There is no rule that says one is better than the other and you must do one instead of the other. Both a tumbling class and a private lesson are going to elevate your skills. So to answer the question, neither is better. It is always what's best for your athlete.